You know that feeling? Like you're just swimming in messages these days.
Oh, definitely.
Every organization, every company, just constantly pushing stuff at you. Information about what they do, how they do it.
It's a lot. It's really overwhelming noise, isn't it? And you have to wonder, despite all that shouting, how many actually connect, like truly connect or inspire any kind of real loyalty? Seems like not many.
Exactly. It feels like something basic is off. We've been looking into this using the book you recommended, and it has this really strong idea that loads of organizations just get their communication completely backwards.
Yeah, you really do. The book argues the main problem is where they start. They begin with the wrong message, you know?
Right.
The one that's least likely to actually resonate deep down.
Okay.
So our goal here, looking at the book, is to unpack why that happens, why start wrong, and how it leads to communication that just falls flat.
Right. So what is this common pattern then? The one the book says most places follow.
Well, the book calls it communicating from the outside in. So they almost always start with what they do.
Their products, services.
Exactly. The tangible stuff. We sell widgets. We provide this service. That's step one.
Okay, like we build great cars.
Perfect example. And then maybe they'll move on to how they do it.
You mean like the features, the unique process?
Yeah, precisely. Our cars have this new safety system. Our process uses this special technique. It's about the how, the differentiators, the quality claims.
And the book's point is that this approach, what? Then how it mainly talks to the logical bit of our brain. Right?
That's the core insight. It's all rational. Facts, figures, features, benefits.
Which isn't necessarily bad. You need that info, but
it doesn't inspire, it doesn't change behavior long term. And the book argues when companies don't connect on a deeper level, they tend to fall back on what it labels manipulations.
Manipulations, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds a bit negative.
Well, the book frames it less as evil intent, more as distinct from inspiration. These tactics can work, you know, to get a quick sale, a vote, a click.
Short-term stuff.
Exactly. Short-term gain. But they don't build that belief, that trust, that loyalty over time. It's about triggering an action now.
Okay, got it. So what are some examples the book gives of these manipulations?
Price is a big one. Price and promotions. Think about the car industry, like GM back in the day, constantly offering cash back.
Yeah. The book mentioned those customers becoming cashback junkies.
Right. It trains people to wait for the deal. It just hammers the profit margins because nobody believes the list price anymore. And the book notes, when GM cut back on those deals,
Sales dropped.
Sales tanked. Because the loyalty wasn't real, it was just tied to the discount. Rebates are similar, that idea of slippage where lots of people never actually claim the money. It's just a hook.
Not about building a relationship. What about fear? That feels powerful.
It is very powerful. The book talks about ads highlighting risks, you know, heart attacks, maybe radon in your house, basically saying you need our product to avoid this terrible thing.
Yeah, you see those.
It works because it hits an emotional nerve. Facts kind of take a back seat to that feeling of needing protection.
And novelty. Like always having the newest thing.
Oh, yeah, the shiny new object syndrome.
Yeah.
The book uses the Motorola RAZR phone as an example. Huge splash initially, right? Because it looks so different.
That phone, super thin.
Exactly. But novelty, by definition, wears off. Or think about toothpaste. How many types are there now? Whitening, tartar control, fresh breath, sensitive.
Hundreds, probably.
Right. Adding a new feature, some novelty, might get someone to try it once, but it doesn't build loyalty to that brand. It often just makes the whole category feel the same. A commodity where you just buy whatever's cheapest or newest that week.
So wrapping this part up, the book's saying that starting with what you do, maybe explaining how W with features, and then relying on these tactics, price cuts, fear, novelty, that's fundamentally the wrong way around.
That's the core argument, because none of that really answers the why. Why should I care? Why should I choose you beyond the immediate incentive or fear?
It motivates through external nudges, not internal belief.
Exactly. It's focused on the transaction, getting the sale now. It doesn't inspire that deeper connection, that sense of shared values or purpose that the book argues is essential for true loyalty.
So starting with what? Using manipulations? Maybe you get a quick bump, sure. But you miss out on building something lasting, something more meaningful.
Absolutely. This perspective from the book, it really offers some powerful insights into, well, human behavior and why some organizations connect and others just don't.
Definitely makes you look at all those ads and messages differently, thinking about what's really driving them. Because according to the book, understanding why most get it backwards really highlights this key idea. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it.